All right, I'm sitting in traffic, so I'm gonna make this video real quick because it's just too funny not to. So I've been up since 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock in the morning. I have a pretty crazy commute once a week that I have to make, and I got to get up there early, right? But you guys know that I've been talking about fitness pretty consistently now on this channel. It'll be even more consistent the more that I continue to build out these videos and encourage you all to get in the best shape of your life so that you can get successful. I want you to be successful. I want you to be wealthy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be in a relationship that is in alignment with who you are, what you want, and your goals. I want you to be mentally fit, spiritually fit, emotionally fit, financially fit, and physically fit. That's what I want for you. But I can't emphasize the importance of being in shape and starting out being physically fit. You have to master your body. You have to be the best version of yourself physically before you even attempt to be successful in all those other categories or those pillars, right? So I'm hungry right now. It's 7 o'clock, 7:20. I've been up since 4. You know, when it comes to fitness, it's all about discipline, right? When it comes to what you eat and what you consume. And it doesn't have to be just be food consumption. It could be music consumption, movies, conversations that you're having, books, like anything that you're taking into your body, right? But food is the main one that I see people struggle with, because anything that's like a natural thing, I see the same thing with, like, you know, sexual desire and stuff. It's like when something is natural, it's hard for a lot of people, including myself, to know where the line is between something being natural and then, or like a natural desire, but then something being like gluttonous or lustful, or something that's like more than you need, right? So where am I going with all of this, right? I'm laughing because I'm sitting on the freeway. In the last 2 hours, I've been like, I'm hungry, I want to eat something, but I'm being disciplined. I'm saying, no, don't eat. You meal prepped this week. Your meal prep is in the trunk. It's in the back. You eat when it's time for you to eat, and you'll eat what you're supposed to eat so that you can stay within your macros and that you can hit your daily macros, which is my fats, proteins, and carbs, right? So that I stay at the calorie intake that I'm supposed to stay at, so that I hit the physical goals that I'm working towards hitting. So I'm like, don't eat. And then I'm sitting in traffic because LA has plenty of traffic. And I look over and I see this guy, and he's holding some kind of like breakfast burger, breakfast sandwich, whatever, right? And he's 2 lanes over. So I'm in like, there's 4 lanes. I'm in the 3rd lane. He's in the 1st lane. There's nobody in the 2nd lane in between him and I so that I can see him. So I look over and I see this guy. He's holding this breakfast sandwich in the wrapper, right? And he goes to take a bite of this sandwich. And before he's able to take that bite, a car passes by in the 2nd lane. And it's a lady. And I swear to you, she has the exact same wrapper and sandwich in her hand, in the same hand, left hand. And right when he's going to take the bite, she passes by and takes the bite. It was so in sync. They literally took bites at the same time. And it was like the same wrapper, the same hand, same burger, but it was a lady. Neither one of them were in the best shape. It's 7:20 a.m. When I had to lose 20 pounds, when I lost 20 pounds, when I had dad bod and was starting to get man boobs, and I had a belly and I lost my six pack, it's because I was eating at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., eating breakfast sandwiches. I was eating Bruegger's bagels, eating smokehouse brisket sandwiches with 2 eggs, and not exercising. But when I turned around and cut breakfast out of my daily intake of food for that period of time to lose it, and I lost 20 pounds, I was happy. I was satisfied. I had to delay gratification. I had to tell myself, no, not right now. I can have this, just not right now, not today. And by being able to do that, I was able to lose 20 pounds. Of course, I kept working out and got back in the gym and started doing more strength training to help grow my muscles. But I already had muscles. I just got fat. I got chubby. I gained 20 pounds of almost all fat, and I lost it all. And now I look great again. But I can't help but to think that if you are trying to be successful, if you want to be financially successful, mentally successful, you want the job that you're striving to get to, the pay, the salary, the title, you want the girl, the wife, you want the kids, you want the house, the car, whatever it is that you're striving to obtain, that's on your to-do list that will make you feel like you made it in life. The first thing you have to conquer is your appetite. You have to conquer your appetite. You have to resist and tell yourself no when it comes to overconsumption. You can have those things. You can have the food. You can have the breakfast sandwich. But are you over-consuming? Have you counted the calories? Did you make it yourself? Do you know what's in it? Or are you just putting your fate in the hands of other people? That's why I always talk about entrepreneurialism being something that I think everyone should partake in to some extent. It doesn't have to be full time. But you have to have some kind of control over what it is that's happening in your life. You can't just delegate and put that on someone else. Oh, I'll just let someone else cook my food. You don't know what's in it. How are you going to be healthy when you don't know what's in your food? And it's 2026. We know that the majority of food that you go buy elsewhere, that you didn't make at home, is full of a bunch of stuff, including chemicals, plastics, hormones, whatever, right? We know that. We have more information, or access to more information than any other generation in the history of humanity. So we know that this food has a bunch of stuff in it that is unhealthy. But you're just going to trust whatever they make and eat it and just stuff it down your mouth, pause? For what? Because you couldn't wait 30 minutes to go to the grocery store and buy some Whole Foods? You didn't want to meal prep and take an extra hour on a Sunday to set up your meals for the week so that you know exactly how much is in something that you're about to eat and what's in it? You have to control what you consume. You have to track what you consume. How are you going to know where you are in life if you are not paying attention to what you have or where you're going? If you want to buy a house and you need a down payment of $15,000, then you need to be tracking your finances and your savings to know when you have $15,000. If you want to lose weight, how are you going to lose weight when you don't know how much you weigh? You have to get on the scale and then you have to track your progress until you hit the goal. This applies in every part of your life. Every part of your life, you have to track it. That means the same for your food. And when you start to track your food, you will have a reality check. I currently have been having a reality check, and I'm in relatively good shape. But as I continue to pay more attention to what I eat and I track my food, I realize, wow, there's way more fat in what I eat than I thought. I'm sitting here thinking I'm eating healthy, but this Greek yogurt is 16 grams of fat, and I'm only supposed to have 40 to 50 grams of fat a day. So I'm 2 snacks away from being at 50 grams of fat, and I didn't realize that. This applies across the board, people. This applies across the board. So I say all that to say that you have to tell yourself no. You have to have a goal first to tell yourself no. You can't just be aimlessly out here living. And I think that's a bigger problem in a separate video that I need to make. This is why people are looked at as NPCs. I'll make a video of how to know if you're an NPC and how to stop being one. If you are just wandering through life with no intention, no goals, you work a job that you didn't really want, you just took the job because they were hiring. You're dating a girl that you didn't really want, but she was next to you, she was around, proximity, convenience. So now you're with this girl. You're living somewhere that you don't really care to live, but that's where you grew up, or that's just kind of what opened up when you were, in need of a place to live. So you just moved in with this roommate or took this apartment or whatever. You are moving through life with no intention. And when you don't have intention, there's no way that you have a goal. And even if you think you have goals, to me, you have something that you want, something that sounds nice. But to me, I don't consider something a goal unless you actively are working towards it. It's not a goal if you're not working towards it. It's just something that sounds nice. You have to have a goal so that you can move with intention and intent, and then you can track your progress to know how far away or how close you are to achieving that goal. If you don't have those three things, you are wandering through life and letting life happen to you instead of you having a say-so and a control and over the outcome of your life. And you'll never be successful. You'll never be successful. You'll always live this way for the rest of your life because you're letting life dictate and determine what happens to you. You're living a life by default rather than a life by design. And that's where you're struggling, and that's why you're unhappy with where you are in life, because no one's gonna come save you. You have to figure this out for yourself. I'm here to help you as much as I can, but I can lead you to water. You have to still drink. So if you need help with drinking that water, you can always book a call with me. Click the link in the description box below, shameless plug. Set up a game plan call. We'll put together a playbook for you to start working towards that goal with intention. I'll be back with more videos soon. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Slow and steady wins the race. We're almost at 100 subscribers. I appreciate you for watching. I'll be back soon. Peace out.